Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about whether Wizards of the Coast is ripping off the Sorcery TCG or not. Yes, folks, it's one of those days again. I actually talked to a Patreon of mine yesterday. I chatted with him and we were looking for something positive because there have been a lot of negative videos lately. And I really was looking for something positive. And I actually wanted to talk about this. I got a box of Brothers War from my brother. We always do a Christmas battle. We build 2 decks and face off against each other when we meet at my parents' place during Christmas. Yeah, the Transformers card here. A lot of cool stuff in here, and I wanted to talk about that today, but I will do so tomorrow because I got something to talk about that I just came across, and I really think that's interesting. Let me quickly thank all the new subs because it was crazy. The video I released beginning of the week exploded. It was I couldn't keep up. It took me 2 days to answer all the comments, and as you know, I always try to answer every single every single comment I get, and this one went a bit off the rails in the positive sense. Always want to thank my old subs as well, of course, and I definitely want to thank my Patreons as well, but I'm happy you all are here. You all are equally important to me, and I think it's worth mentioning that. Alright folks, what's going on? There is a new Secret Lair coming next Monday, 5th of December, and it will be featuring artwork by Frank Frazetta. For those of you who don't know, Frank is a legendary artist in the fantasy community. I love his art. I got a couple of artwork books from him. I also have a couple of trading cards that were released in the 90s that featured his artwork. And although fantasy art was a bit frowned upon by the art community, in 2020 one of his iconic pieces sold for 1.2 million, which says a lot, I think. Fast forward, he passed away in 2010, and fast forward to 2021. There was this Kickstarter by an upcoming TCG, which we have seen so many of, called Sorcery. I made a couple of videos about it because I really like the artwork. And funny thing, the thing I discussed with my Patreon yesterday was, he asked me, what do you think Wizards does well? And I said, right out of the gate, R&D and artwork. The sets are good and the game looks fantastic. The rest, we all know about that, but that is really good. So when Sorcery launched Kickstarter beginning of this year, it was very apparent that artwork was one of their key selling points. They were not shying away from nudity, they were not shying away from blood and gory scenes, and they actually approached Frank Frazetta's estate, and I think they purchased the right to use some of his artwork pieces. So these are in here. Most famous one probably is the Death Dealer, and yeah, it just looks fantastic. So I was very enthusiastic. Full disclosure, I backed Sorcery. I think it's the only TCG Kickstarter I backed over the last couple of months, even years, or ever. I don't know. I think I backed a couple of card games, but not really a TCG. But yeah. Look at one of the cards Magic the Gathering has added to the Frank Frazetta Secret Lair. Does that look familiar somehow? I think the timing of this Secret Lair is just no coincidence. It's really funny. And still, I love this Midnight Reaper. I love this Magic card because I love Frank Frazetta's art, and nobody prevents Wizards of the Coast from purchasing the right to use Frank Frazetta's art. But it's just so strange that they do this now when Sorcery is almost being released. The Kickstarter, it said it would be released in September, but it takes a little longer, which often happens on Kickstarter. But yeah, they are updating regularly, and we got a lot of production photos already, so it's coming soon. Another one here, look at that. We got the Ruler of Thule, beautiful Sorcery card, and the corresponding Magic the Gathering card will be the Field Marshal. Again, beautiful artwork by Frank, but just really strange that we got the same artwork now in 2 different TCGs. And the last one, last but not least, because it really looks awesome, we got the Occult Ritual by Sorcery here. And can you guess the corresponding Magic the Gathering card? Yes, obviously it's a Dark Ritual, and it's a fantastic looking Dark Ritual, no doubt about that. I'm not buying new Magic the Gathering product at the moment because I'm still a bit angry with Wizards of the Coast, and that might even be an understatement. But I want this Secret Lair, so I have to see if my principle hold up until next Monday and beyond. But I will see. I've always been saying as well that you should get what you want if you like it, and this definitely is a Secret Lair. I think it's very attractive for fans of the fantasy artwork. So folks, I'm very curious. What do you think? Do you think Wizards of the Coast ripped off Sorcery? Do you think it's just a coincidence they used these cards now, shortly before Sorcery will be released? Do you think they already purchased the right before and they were planning a Secret Lair all along? Everything is possible. I don't know, but I'm curious what you think. So yeah. That's something. It's definitely good for the players that there is competition, because we got a couple of really neat looking cards now in 2 different TCGs, which is awesome. Folks, tomorrow I will explain the Christmas battle, the Brothers War Christmas battle. No, I did not buy it. My brother bought it for me. So again, I'm not buying Magic the Gathering product until Wizards of the Coast comes out with a statement about the current situation, and a statement that I can appreciate. Not only a statement like, yeah, not really. I didn't appreciate that. So I'm not buying any product at the moment, but still I love it that my brother sent it to me. And I'm going to explain how the whole Christmas battle thing works. If you are still here, I want to wish you a very nice rest of the day. And I hope you stay healthy, stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening, and I talk to you next time. Bye, folks.